I remember because I did start to feel depleted, it got to the point where I was like, all I can do is write it down at this point, because it was like, hey, God, my faith is kind of dwindling, because I know you told me I was going to be a rapper, but, you know, life ain't looking like the rapper thing is going to work out. So I literally have this like pink journal where I remember one day I was like sad at my desk, and I literally wrote down like, okay, here are the 5 dreams that I want to happen. I was like, I want to drop an album. I want to be a full-time rapper, like, and other things like that. And so, or I was like, oh, I want to go on tour and stuff like that. And I wrote it in there, and I put the date, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to leave it to God. And this is me showing like, I'm not going to give up type stuff. And so, but it's really beautiful, because then like a couple months later, when everything ended up working out, I was able to refer back to that journal, and like I have like a gold star. And so I put the gold star on there of like, oh wow, I like really accomplished like what I said I wanted to do. Yeah.
So there's a lot of power in just like writing it down.
Yeah.
Would you call that like your manifestation journl?
Yeah, to an extent, like just like walking by faith, you know, type stuff.
Not by sight.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So what were you started working for the label first as an intern?
Yeah.
What label were you?
It's called Reach Records.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's the label that you're signed to now?
Yeah, yeah.
So you just like, okay, I'm gonna get in there as an intern, and
Yeah,
then...
yeah. I had the plan from the beginning. I was
What was
like,
the plan?
So the plan was to get signed while I was an intern. That didn't happen, you know. I had to come back on staff. But yeah, the plan was I was gonna walk in there, you know, eventually. I just really had faith like that. So I was like, I'm gonna walk in there, you know, I'm gonna do my job, but they're gonna get to know who I am. They're gonna see the talent. They're gonna be like, oh yes, you're the one. And so, but yeah, that didn't happen during my internship. But at the same time, they really did like my work ethic as an intern. So like they liked my intelligence.
Yeah.
So I was able to get a call back to be like, hey, we want you to like be on staff like whenever you go back. But that's also why it became a very trying period, because I was working in the A&R department, and in that department, one of my assignments was, oh, we need to find a woman to sign. And I was
like, me.
No, literally, I was like, God, am I a joke? Like, what's going on? Like, so, yeah, it's crazy, because I was like, duh, me. But, yeah, but my supervisor, he knew I was a rapper. So it was kind of like, oh, this is awkward. And so, yeah, it was definitely an awkward situation. But, yeah, I think it really also shows how God can work on your behalf in spite of what you're going on, and, like, just kind of, like, on some do your best, let God do the rest type stuff. Because even in moments when I was scared, like, I would pray to God and be like, hey, God, I tried to speak up for myself, but I couldn't today.
Oh, wow.
Like, the next day, like, somebody, like, even the CEO, one time he walked up to me and he was like, hey, I just feel like God is telling me that he wants you to shoot your shot on this next album. So I want you to speak up for yourself in this next meeting tomorrow and say something. And yeah, and so like stuff like that, like God like working behind the scenes to even like put ideas in other people's head to like help advocate for me type stuff.
So you have like a really just like day-to-day ongoing conversation with God, like at any point in time, like you just gonna talk to him and be like, hold on, I just did this, tell me what's going on.
Oh
like,
yeah, big facts. Every day, all day.
I love that.